People, so day 655 of working on a broken Mini. So while I haven't been filming, we've been to Halfords, we tried to take the battery back, and long story short, they said because it wasn't coded correctly to the vehicle, that the warranty is void. So even though it says 5-year warranty, even though I said I've got an auto scanner and I've told the car it's had a brand new battery, apparently that doesn't matter. So we've been to GSF, I actually looked on GSF and the batteries were like £50–60 cheaper. So we bought a battery, it's in the car, and I'm going to connect it up and we're actually going to see for the first time. I really need these lights to work, like so let's connect the battery up, let's get her in, let's see, 1, the lights work, and 2, let's see if she starts. So let's go. There is our new lovely battery. Whee! There we go. Come on. New battery is installed. Right, so fingers crossed. Unlock her. Yep. The lights on. Are you ready? Come on, baby. Come on. So we're in park. Remote control missing. So pop you there, bad boy. You're joking. Oh, yes! Oh my god. Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing about that, Dan. Oi! Do you know what?
That exercise was fucking headache. All for a 20 amp fuse.
So a fuse and a battery. Yes! Honestly. Oh, if you gotta give it a light now so the car starts. Both indicators work, yeah?
Yeah, look.
Go on. Yep. Yep. Oh my god.
Hey,
Go on. Yep. Yep. Yes. Oh my god. So she starts and the lights work. Come on. Dad, I got you a present.
What's that?
He's still in his gym jams from 4 days ago, so he stinks.
Yeah. Hiya folks. How's that repair kit?
Yeah. So, because most of these are bossed off, got these. Oh my god, you don't know how much of a relief that is. That is like, is the wiring, because I had a guy at work, I just basically give him a kind of a cut off of the wire and said, can you re-pin this plug? So it was an eBay plug that was supposed to be OEM, and even when we tried to plug the light in, the one of the pins come out of the light and we're like, oh no. So that, honestly, I thought the modules broke. It was the fuse. It was a 10 amp fuse, and because the battery was dead, like, you know, sometimes in life you have to like come across the mistake to learn from it. This was a big one, because if your lights are not working, make sure your battery's good. If your battery's good, just check your fuses. Like, I'm gonna be buying a multimeter, because if I hadn't done that, something so stupid like fuses, I would never have known. So I'm just gonna let the car warm up a little bit, just because it hasn't ran properly in donkeys. I might even check the headliner with it. Oi, he's got a pan roof. How you doing? Oh, that's beautiful. You know, I've never had a car with a pan roof. I've had a convertible TTRS, but I've never had a pan roof. Hey, you cretin.
Hey.
Absolutely buzzing, guys. So that in itself, yeah, I should finish the video. Yeah, done. Right, so the aim of today's video, I'm hoping I can get a lot more done, but see how quickly it eats time. So we want to get most of the engine back together, so battery in, get it located so it's sitting properly, get the trims in, and then disconnect the headlights, take the bumper off, potentially try and get these back on, so we might have to do a bit of cutting and see how these bolt up. Get the bonnet, try and get it. If we can get the front bumper / wings and that lined up today, that'll be sweet. Even this, we've got to put this back down there, and then hopefully start her up, and we can check for codes, see what codes we got, because obviously there's no airbag in there, so theoretically will it clear the airbags, because obviously the airbag that exploded, there's nothing connected to it at the moment, so will that let me clear it, or will that still give me an airbag fault? I don't know. We're about to find out though. So headliner's back in, sweet. Steering wheel airbag is in, all the belts are done. Theoretically there's nothing apart from a parking sensor I'm missing, so I don't know. I think I'll probably still have a parking sensor fault if I can find the parking sensor, which is here. Actually it might have come out, and it might still be attached down here, so let's find out. So I'm not going to bore the hell out here. I think it only has that bit. I think this bit stays open, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so just got a long. It's just plastic tabs, which are pretty simple, to be fair. Which, you know, it's mad how much of a difference just by putting them two on.
Get that on, you'll see.
So engine bay, all this bit's in. This bit's done up. I feel like it's missing something though. I feel like this bit should be covered in, but I can't find anything. And I think I'm missing a little bit here that clips over this bit. But obviously this bit got smashed a bit, so I can't find that. Got to put the bolt in there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start her up, and I'm just going to see if I can clear any codes. Like the car has got so many codes on it, so I just want to just plug her in and actually try and clear some codes if there is any. So, oh man, the light bloody works. I'm so buzzing, because today could have gone two ways and it's gone the way it needed to, so come on! You can see from here we have got a lot of detection issues. It's not actually showing it at the moment, but there is loads of like front end pedestrian sensor issues, parking sensor issues, so I'm just going on here just to do standalone. I don't know what that means, repair order. So okay, let's do some scanning, boy. So restraint system, passenger restraint system, time and date, no drama there, kid. Front end collision, pedestrian alert. That's it at the minute. So we currently got quite a few faults. DVD changer, yeah boy, took that out, so that's going to be that. So we've got 9, 10, 13. Bloody hell! Oh my god, there's quite a few faults. Wow. So I wonder if roof function center, no way, electronics. Wow. Right, so we need to just do a quick erase and just see what actually comes back. So hopefully when we erase it, there's a lot less than what there currently was. So let's go. It says here EPS control unit, initialization, fault, steering angle, loss of value, and then it says driving speed 55 point. I wonder if that's why I've got me reset control unit not running. Activate, escape, erase codes. Yep, codes have been erased. Read codes, same thing. So I think that's something to do with the wheel speed sensor maybe, but I've definitely got an issue with the, so that's alright. We've got 1, 2, 4 parking moving assistant. Right, so we're doing replacement tabs. If you bought the headlight brackets from Genuine, I think they're £40 a headlight. These are OEM spec brackets, and they literally just bolt up as easy as that. So that's that one done.
And to be fair, it's a good idea they made them.
Yeah. Apparently it's,
that's that one, isn't it?
yeah. So this one.
As you can see, the headlight's broke, so obviously it's a new headlight. Otherwise, you buy this little kit, and there you go. There's your bracket done.
Obviously that Isn't it better off getting a little Dremel and just cutting that flat? Or...
Which, no, because it rests against it, look, at least it's holding against it.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Which is decent.
yeah, to be fair.
So, obviously double check whatever car you're buying this for, but you might get away with buying damaged bracket headlights and then just putting the brackets on. So I think a brand new headlight for one of these is like something silly. I'm going to try and attach it down below, but I think I paid like 140 for that headlight, so 140, and I paid 20 quid for the brackets, and I've took the modules out of the old car, so happy days. So I've just put this here temporarily because I need to get the foam for the front so that I can actually secure it, and one of these as well so the bumper sits on. But I'm finding, so I've got parking sensor here, so that one there, parking sensor, this, I don't know what this is. Got parking sensor, and then parking sensor, but I don't know what these are for, so I have no idea. So I think I found the problem. So I think on the John Cooper Works they have a parking sensor in here, and obviously you got one there. Oh, does that fall out? Oh. And then obviously you got this one here which is supposed to be in there. So I think even though it's like kind of in but it's not, it still needs parking sensor there, and then obviously that one goes in there, and the ones literally just fell out the back. So I think that might be that problem. That could be why I'm getting parking faults, maybe. I don't know if there's anything else that's missing, so oh, I'm gonna have to do some research. And then obviously my radiator bracket is kind of hanging, as you can see, so that needs sorting out. Oh, the parking sensors fell out again. Oh, so we've got that parking sensor there, superb. But I think this is why I think some people do like a large batch of things in one video, because they can go bang order this, bang order that, bang order that, whereas me, I'm jumping on it for a little bit and then I'm not seeing it again for a bit. So I'm struggling with the bonnet at the moment. I'll show you now. So what I'm finding is when I'm closing this, it seems to spin when it hits this. I've loosened all this off, like I don't even, because obviously the headlights were like placed in place because they were smashed to bits, like I don't know if that goes on there or that goes on the bottom bit. I can't gather it at the minute, but because I'm on it right now, I'm just like, I need to focus on stuff that I can actually do and can work out. So the bonnets, we're getting there, we're not a million miles off, but it's looking decent. And then we come to this, so I've got a little dent here, which I don't think, I don't know actually, because is it cracked there? Yeah, I think the wheel's cracked. I don't know if the metal's cracked or it's just paint. And then it's got a little dent here. I was hoping this can be saved, because it's 300 quid a wheel. The tyre looks sound, which is good. I'm hoping we can keep using the tyre if it's not damaged, but yeah, 300 notes for a wheel. See, look, so there and there. Right, so I'm trying to have a look here, see if there's actually any damage to the shock at all, because the last thing I really want to do is be buying a new shock and that. So this is in place, the brake lines, but this looks, do you think that should be bent like that? Or do you think it should be straight? Like, what do you mean? That don't look right to me, if I'm honest. But I reckon this should be more that way. Well, what I'll do, I'll check on the other side and see what that's saying. But I have got a steering angle sensor. I've steering angle sensor fault, and maybe it's because that's not supposed to be in that direction. It's kind of gone, shit, what's going on? So maybe not, I don't know. Pads look all right, to be fair. This, look, I don't know if this is on its tits, like not in shape properly. Could that be giving us like wrong readings? But looking underneath, apart from the headlight, it don't look that bad. I just hope this shock's okay. So I'm hoping the noise is just this lower arm. Everything else looks pucker. Look at that little cost me 300 odd quid. So after checking the other side, yeah, like that, and then let's scoot round here. Hopefully you can see that that is not the same, it's straight, that is. So I wonder if that's why I'm getting them steering angle sensors, and could that be an issue with the speed sensor? So I might order a new one of these. See, he said this was new, but that no problem with the wiring, is there? It's connected in. Right, so I've hit a few roadblocks along the way, and there's some bits that we need to order to continue this. So first things first, the bonnet. This headlight looks like it's pretty much in place, but the bonnet don't line up just best yet. So we've got this little gap here, which isn't too bad, not that bad. But then as we go here, we've got a bit of sag, and the headlight obviously doesn't line up. It looks like I'm missing something here. So there's like the other side rests. The other side's resting on this bit, so I'm missing that. Headlights are in, well, this one's in, this one, I'm missing the brackets for here. So if you can see there, I'm missing the bracket, and same on that side. So I need to do that for that bit, and then I can't get the bonnet to close, so when I'm closing it, it's spinning the actual thing. So I've loosened all these off, just so I can get some space. And then realistically, wipers on. So once I get the bonnet to close, new windscreen, because it's heated. The cheapest I've got so far is 500 quid, so it needs a new windscreen. As you can see, everything else is working. I've even put the new seat belt for the passenger side, so I've only got one airbag light now, and that's obviously from the main dash. So just need to set the dash out, windscreen out, close the bonnet, and then while we was looking at this, obviously you saw that it needs lower arm tie rod. That probably explains the really loud, horrible, like knocking noise. So yeah, I think that we're going to leave that on that. And an ABS sensor, I'm just going to order one for the sake of it. So your auto dock, £26 for the tie rod and the track rod end, and then £10.99 for the speed sensor. So yeah, might as well. So I've got a little list on my phone of things I need to order, and yeah, go from there. So let's go.